Hey everybody, what up viewers? Decided to mix things up this time, this week. I was supposed to do this on Friday, but my internet thing worked, so now I'm doing it today, Saturday morning. But I wanted to do a little intro on video game news because I cover that at work, and thought I could try and share that with you guys. So the first big thing in video game news this week was the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 reveal. It was Twitch streamed at I don't know 10 a.m. On Thursday, and I thought it was overall a pretty good event. And I have my opinions about the content. So the first thing started off with just a multiplayer preview, and it showed a lot of traversal mechanics, um, and like a class-based system. I call it special. I refer to it as specialist because it really looks like they're going for the like Rainbow Six Siege player, where you have like a small class that might have abilities. One of the guys had like a ground pound that like hit everybody and killed everybody in an area. Uh, Seemed pretty cool. They had like a grapple gun, like I was saying, and you could like shoot across and like climb on top of stuff. So really boots on the ground traversal. That was their phrase. It's I don't know. It's how I refer to it too. Is like very you know in the moment, down on the ground, tactical specialist kind of gameplay. And I thought that was pretty cool. Next, they had three zombie mode previews. One that went like back to ancient Rome, like in a gladiatorial arena. The um, the next one was like a 40s one, and then I can't even remember them. Well, that might be a distinguisher for you. Is that some of them were indistinguishable. I didn't know what was going on and what. Um, I don't understand. Uh, the I understand Nazi zombies. I didn't like the game mode. I actually think the best like zombie like game mode was the alien one from I think Advanced Warfare. I'm not sure, but I don't understand three different zombie modes. Maybe they're not all horde modes, and I don't understand. Maybe that's the elusive story that everybody keeps talking about is you got to play through it through a zombie mode. As those have gained more like narrative function, but the game doesn't have a story mode, so maybe you have to play it through a zombie one, and they're not calling it a story. I don't know, uh, but I thought that was a little excessive. We'll have to see. Wait until we get more details. I do like the co-op nature of zombies and playing with friends, but I don't know how many of my friends would play that. And then the final thing was Blackout, their new battle royale mode. I don't. I it. So it starts off. It shows like a guy with a flamethrower and like people jumping out of buildings. That all seemed really cool and high and intense. And then after that, it was going through like, oh, all your favorite characters from all your favorite Black Ops games will be there, and those will be skins that they're gonna sell to you. Uh, the same model that like a Fortnite would have, where you just buy skins and you could look like whoever you want. I don't know any Black Ops characters. I'm not a big enough Black Ops fan to like have a favorite character from Black Ops. I might be able to recognize one if you put him in front of me. Oh, that's a Black Ops character. Um, yeah, and then they had this like throwaway line about you can kill him or you can get him on the land, air, and sea, and that implied to me vehicles, and I I've never selected a Call of Duty. I've always selected a Call of Duty game because of a lack of vehicles. There's the eternal war between Battlefield and Call of Duty, and I've always chosen Call of Duty because the because there was no vehicles. If I wanted to get in a tank or fly an airplane on a giant battlefield, I would be playing Battlefield. I choose Call of Duty because I want the five-person tactical shooter, peeking corners, covering your area. Um, and I've just never chosen. I've never liked never wanted vehicles in my my FPS shooter game. Um, so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. We'll have to wait and see more. We don't even know how many people will be in the BR, so I don't know if it's 25 or 100. Could be crazy. Big old Call of Duty map. I think it would be interesting to see like a Nuketown part of the map and I don't even remember a couple of the other good maps. Um, but overall, I think it was pretty cool. I think the event really helped set things up for E3, so we're not looking for like a big E3 press conference for them to reveal it during PlayStation or whenever they would have revealed it. Um, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I've talked about. Oh, Blackout seems like it's targeting because of the vehicles. Seems like it's targeting PUBG, and so is this the PUBG killer? I don't know. But it definitely seems like that's who the audience they're targeting. They're targeting Rainbow Six Siege players and PUBG players, and they're probably gonna get it because Activision's really good at polishing, and Treyarch is the king of Activision developers. Um, cool. Other news after that, um, uh, Ubisoft. So Ubisoft pushed. Well, first um, they pushed Skull and Bones into the 2020 financial calendar. No, 2019 financial year. So that means somewhere between April 1st, 2019 and March 31st, 2020. That's when Skull and Bones will happen. It'll probably happen earlier in the year, maybe in May or something like that. So not Activision. Ubisoft then said that they're going to have 3 AAA titles in this financial year, somewhere between April 1st, 2018 and March 31st, 2019. They quoted The Division 2, The Crew 2, and one other unnamed AAA title. Um, so The Division will probably happen in February of 2019 because that's 3 years after The Division 1 came out in 2016. Um, and I thought they pushed The Crew 2 out of last year's financial calendar because they were making so much money on Assassin's Creed or something. So that's why they pushed um, Far Cry 5 later into the year, and then The Crew was supposed to come out sometime in summer, and they're okay with where that is. So the third AAA title is that another Assassin's Creed game? Fingers crossed. I think it is. I think we're finally going to Japan, but yeah, I don't know what else it could be, or it could just be another random off the cuff weird game that Ubisoft's so good at. Just what? You guys are doing that? Okay. The Starlink count? No, that doesn't count. That's Choice of Life. Um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what what the third one is. We're probably gonna figure it. We'll find out at E3. Next, GTA 5 has officially sold 95 million copies. I think that's so crazy. Uh, it's across a lot of platforms. I bet it's constantly selling on PC. Um, I looked at a chart yesterday, and they've never permanently price dropped. It's always been $60, and I just think the fact that it's perpetually $60 and then they price pulse it to whatever price they want um, is just insane. 95 million. That's got to be the most sold game of all time, right? Except maybe Wii Fit because it came with all the Wii's that were sold. I don't know. Or Wii Sports. No, Wii Sports because it came with everything. Um, yeah, that's just ridiculous. They're gonna get to 100 million. I don't know what Red Dead's gonna do to that community, but it should be interesting. What else? What else? Kingdom Hearts 3. A lot of gameplay is coming out around from the press about they played it. I don't know where they played it at, but they started playing Kingdom Hearts 3. There was a big old Wreck-It Ralph reveal. I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of hope I kind of hope they go to Wreck-It Ralph world because playing a video game through a video game world would be really interesting and super meta. Um, so I don't know. I don't know where they were playing it, but yeah, it seems like a lot of press are playing uh, Kingdom Hearts 3. I wonder when that's coming out. I guess that did they have a date? Do they have a date for Kingdom Hearts 3? I don't know. Anything else? Microsoft's new accessory, I thought was pretty badass. So they had a new controller come out that you can. There's like two big pads. I have a picture of it. There's like two big pads that you can use. They have a lot of inputs for like other um, for like other handicapped uses. So that's the big thing, and that I think is really cool of like bridging the gap to people who might not be able to use a traditional controller and giving them buttons and pads and things that they need to be able to play because I assume those people there are people among that community that want to play video games but they can't use a regular controller for any number of reasons. So just like making that, I mean they're selling it, so there's there is the profit motive, but just the fact of like building that, making sure it works for everybody, I think is so cool. Yeah, I've never I I poo poo on the Xbox One for losing the console war, but I've never thought Microsoft or Xbox are doing like they're like bad. So I think this is really cool. Um, I hope to see people using that to play video games who normally couldn't, because that's really what it's about is expanding the gaming community to as many people as possible. Um, but yeah, that's five stories. I don't know if it's always going to be five stories on my news report, but yeah, that's what happened this week. Uh, in the middle of May, feel free to chat me up in the comments below to like and subscribe and all that crap. Um, yeah, thanks for watching. You're watching this on Twitch now. Uh, it should be I should be the first 10 minutes of every Friday Twitch stream should be talking about video games, and then it'll be playing video games, and then I'll upload it to YouTube sometime during the weekend with links to all of the things that I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to me. Watch my Twitch stream. All that stuff.